Hello everybody, today I'm going to show you how to bring any real world object into Blender. By the end of this video you should be able to take any object and have it in the 3D world, fully textured and hopefully with as few vertices as possible. The first step in this tutorial is going to be finding your object and a location with good lighting. For this tutorial, my object is going to be my new graphics card. Now let me just say that the object you are deciding to use does not have to be small. I've seen people use this software on huge objects larger than they are. That being said, I'm not sure how well this would work on something gigantic like a building, but for things like cars and smaller items, this software will work fine. The location is important as you will be filming and photographing your object there, so absolutely make sure that there's adequate lighting. Also try not to get your shadow in the footage if possible. Alright, so let's get into it. We're going to start by going to the website Meshroom right here. And we'll just click the link. And then depending if you have Windows or Linux, you're going to want to pick the appropriate one. It's not available for Mac. I'm sure you can find some sort of substitution if you need it. Just click here and then you can download the most recent version right here. Alright, so now we'll just extract the files. Okay, so open it. Here, drag it to the desktop, and there you go. Now we can open the application, and it's going to open like that, and then like this, and there we go. Now we have the software we're going to use. Okay. Alright, next thing you're going to do is go to your special location with your special object and record it with your special phone camera. Like I said, just make sure the lighting's good. I recommend using the 4K option on your iPhone just to make sure that your textures are going to be as high quality as possible and it can get every bit of detail as possible. Go slow, take your time, just try to get everything in camera. And then yeah, just any small nooks and crannies, small details, just make sure you capture that with a picture, and then we'll throw it all in the software. Before taking any pictures of your object, please go into your settings on your iPhone and type in camera and then go to formats and then switch from high efficiency to most compatible. This will make sure that your images are in JPEG format. And then you can just use whatever method you'd like to move the video from your phone to your computer. Me personally, I use Google Drive. I just have the app on my phone and I upload the video to my Google Drive, and then I can go on my computer and download it from there and put it on my hard drive. Okay, so the next step in the process is going to be extrapolating the frames from the video you just took of your object. So we're going to do that in Blender, so we'll go ahead and open up Blender, and then we're going to go and add a new workspace, and we're going to go to video editing, and we're going to go down to video editing, and okay, so this part's super simple. We're just going to go to add, and we're going to add a movie, and then we're going to go to wherever you have your video of your object. I put mine in here, and it should be this one. Alright, perfect. Now we're just going to go down here to the frame range. Just put the step at like 20. Should be a good number. And then the output, we'll just throw it wherever we need it. And there we go. And we should have a bunch of pictures there, PNGs. Okay, I forgot to mention right here, make sure your resolution is set to 4K. So it's going to be 3840 on the X resolution and 2160 for the Y. And then it's going to make your area bigger, and you're going to want to hit S and size it up to where it fits. Okay, now your video is definitely going to be longer than the 250 frame range that we're set up at right now. So we can just zoom out down here and see how long the video actually is. Mine's about 2 minutes, and then we're just going to increase the frames until we get to the end here. And that should be good. And then all we have to do after that is hit render animation, and it'll spit out all of our pictures like this. After that, we can go ahead and close Blender. We won't be needing it right now. Alright, so now you have your big folder with all of your extrapolated frames, and go ahead and throw any purposefully taken pictures that were meant to capture detail and stuff, throw them in the folder as well. And now you're just going to take all the photos that you have accumulated and you're gonna drag them into Meshroom. Alright. Okay, so now what we're gonna do is we're just gonna go ahead and hit start on Meshroom, and we're gonna save the file. I'm gonna save it with my other ones over here. Let's call it GPU. Okay, save and start. Alright, so how long this takes really depends on how many images you use and the quality, size of the image. Could take anywhere from 20 minutes to a few hours. But you can check the progress. You know, they have the progress bar, the whole thing up here, and then you can check down here what specifically it's working on right now. So these are all the nodes it's gonna go through. So it starts here, and then it's gonna process all your images through all of these nodes, and then once it gets here, we should have our model. Okay, we're all done. It took a little bit over an hour. So now we can take our model that's finished right here, and we can put it into Blender. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to open up Blender, and we can delete all of this stuff. Go to File, Import OBJ, and then the model for Meshroom is going to be wherever you stored the pictures, the folder there. So I put them here, and it's going to be the folder that was generated automatically called Meshroom Cache. Take it here. These are all the nodes individually, every step. We'll go to texture, and we'll take the one from there, take the OBJ, import OBJ, and it's going to take it into Blender. Keep in mind, the model straight out of Meshroom is going to be very high poly, a lot of vertices, so keep that in mind. And it's also going to rotate it a weird way. It's going to have it upside down and stuff, so we can just try to fix it here. Okay, and here's my model right here. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you guys. I did not do a good job filming, and I also did not take the important pictures. You know, I just kind of went with the video, trusted it. But for you guys, be sure to take all your pictures and everything, just so your mesh doesn't come out all mangled like this. Yeah, but we can actually see how it looks with the textures and everything. We'll go here. Hopefully it doesn't crash. Wow, that looks crazy. It is crazy. Wow. Next thing we want to do is we're gonna clean it up. Get rid of all this background stuff, just so we have our object that we're focusing on. Okay, I've trimmed it down a lot. You know, it's not perfect, but this is just goes to show you, make sure you take good pictures.